Good morning, fungus friends. Let's take a little in the yard. We'll try to do some live YouTube here coming up, where we'll do some fungus hunting and hopefully find stuff. That's the name of the game. And almost looks like, nope. Sometimes these acorns can look like a little mushroom coming up. But let's take a walk in the woods. But I thought that I saw some rustler. And if you guys are over on TikTok, I did a rustler video today. But let's just see. I guess not. It sure looked like they were over here. But anyhow, let's go in the woods and we'll take a look. We'll be finding rustlers soon enough. But I was pretty sure that we found some back over here. So we'll take one more look. Sometimes color looks like something that it's not. We find a lot of garbage in the woods, and you just never know. Never know. But we'll get in the woods here and start taking a look and see if we can't find a couple of mushrooms here this morning, and see what's going on. Considering it's one of the hotter days that we've ever had here, so no big deal. But we gotta do our due diligence where we're taking a look and seeing what we have out in the yard, because you're probably gonna have the same thing in your yard. So let's do our little walk here. Maybe we'll get. If not, well, we'll have to come back and do it all over again. So take a little walk. There's something. Yeah, that was our platterful mushroom back in last week. And let's just see here. Oh, look at that. Something. A little bit of something better than a whole lot of nothing. But what do we got? What do we got right there? Oh, some little tiny things. We might have to take those home. Let's take a walk though in the woods here. See what's going to happen. At least we'll lay out what it is that we can find a little bit later on. But we're going to start doing a little bit more Beyond Fungi on YouTube, so that we can take you on a couple different walks through southern New Hampshire and try to find stuff. Things are going to start ramping up here pretty quick, and we should be able to find a lot of colorful mushrooms. That's really what we're looking for. Anything to take a picture of and talk about. Any kind of colored stuff out here. But we've just come off of 200-degree days, so we'll want to see what we can do. Look at this over here, you guys. That's pretty cool, huh? Let's take a look and see what this is. But we'll walk past here, because look at this. This tree, when it gets wet, totally covered with these things. Yeah, we got the false turkey tail here. Like I say, the false turkey tail a lot of times have more of a turquoise color in it, but they're more leafy, and you know, look at how they curl up, and they're thinner. But it still appears to me that we still have platterful mushrooms everywhere. Look at this guy over here. Look at that thing. That's a pretty good sized one over there. So pretty neat. But I got a feeling that's what we're looking at over here. These guys have been just everywhere. I've seen people taking pictures of them. Look at that, and they're growing directly off the wood, which, you know, we don't normally see that. But look at that guy. And you can see the serrated edges there. It's got like a sawtooth thing when it gets older. But there it is. Take a look at this guy. Look at that. Lots of bugs, right? So anyway, that's the I'm gonna say that's the mushroom of 2025, because we've just been finding it everywhere. Everywhere we go, we're stepping over the platterful mushroom, and they've been pretty persistent too for the whole time that we've been out here. So let's take a look around and see what it is that we can find, because like I said, it is warm, and look at this, you guys. Pretty cool. I'll see if I can't put a video of these ones on. They are a waxy cap. So hygrophorus, which means waterhead. Actually, hygrocybe is what these ones are. Hygrocybe flava essence. But see that? That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but very slippery, and that's why waterhead can apply to those. And they come in a couple different colors, so that's nice to see those because we do love color, as I say. We're looking for flashes in the woods here. So, but just doing a really quick recon in the morning here, just to see what's out in the woods and what the potential is for another walk out here. Let's see if we got anything underneath here. Yeah, obviously there's going to be some stuff growing in here, but not just yet. So anyway, hydrocide, the waxy caps, pretty cool, and we find them in yellow, orange, and red, and variations of those particular colors. But let's take a walk. I'm not sure if we should get a little deeper into the woods, but let's take a walk and see what's going on over here. Sometimes we got to end up looking at the birch trees. We'll take a look because everything's starting to come to life finally out here, and we're excited to do our mushroom hunting. There's so much we can. We can do this right now. So take a look. Oh, here's another one. Look at that. We got fomitarius, and that's a horsehoof fungus. Obviously, looks a lot like a horsehoof, but it's a tinder fungus, and you can end up saving that for starting fires if you wanted to. But boy, these trees have seen the light, huh? Look, there's some polypores up there, but we also have the birch polypore right here. As we talk about, one of the most underrated medicinals out there. But you can always find stuff on birch. That's where our go-to is in the winter. You know, we can talk about the tender funguses, and a lot of times you're gonna find the other ones there, the betulina, fomitarius betulina, which could be considered a tender fungus, but it's got many purposes, really. But whenever you see the foamy in it, that means that there's going to be some sort of tinder aspect to it. But anyway, I'm Beyond Fungi. We'll be finding plants, animals, trees, sunrises, but hoping to find mushrooms. And that's the whole name of the game. So with temperatures like this, there's a possibility we're going to have to go a little bit deeper, but today we did a little bit of recon when we get out the door, and maybe we'll get back on a little bit later when we can get a little deeper into the lush environment. But you never know where they're gonna pop up. So we're always looking and always curious. That's what we say there. Stay curious, find stuff, and take a walk. You might find some stuff in your yard too. So that's why we're doing this in our yard, because more than likely what we find is going to be a lot of what you find. Let's find some stuff first. The prospect is there, looking pretty good here, but let's see what we can do. But I'm appreciative for you guys showing up and hanging out with me for a few minutes while we take a walk through. There are a lot of blueberries here. And we're really hoping to uncover something, but you just never know, guys. You never know. Could be right at our feet. We'll be bouncing into puffball territory here pretty soon. Amanitas are out. We found a painted bolete, the Suillus, today. Two different types of Suillus today. But take a look at our bees. The bears have had their time here. The bears have had their time here and wrecked this whole area. So, and the bees are not quite as happy as they used to be. But on a day like today, they're doing what they can. So let's try to find a couple more things while we're out walking. A lot of small stuff. lately. But we're looking for the colored stuff, you know. We're looking for kind of the neat looking stuff. We've been finding amanitas, and the rustlers started coming out. But we're running into a lot of the hygrocyves and agricides. The agricides were in the lawn here, but we've been starting to run into the waxy caps, so pretty cool. But look at that. Agricide. Yeah, we found one. We found one. So maybe not the best. Maybe not the best mushroom hunting, but you know, the closer you look, the more you find. and we love to find stuff. So we'll find a couple more things. And as we're coming along here, we're actually looking for clovers as well. Make a couple clover projects, but let's just see. We'll head on back to home base, and we'll see if we can't find anything else that would be a little bit interesting. You just never know. On this morning's walk, though, on my other channel, we did find some triple crown coral fungus, and we found two types of swillis, some amanitas, a bunch of stuff, a bunch of small things. So it's out there, and we'll get a chance to show you all the stuff out there, and we'll hope to make it interesting as we do. But here it is, daybreak in New Hampshire. We'll just take a look through the woods here and hope that this ends up being a great day for mushroom hunting. You just never know. Just never know what we find. Sometimes we find mushrooms, plants, other stuff, garbage, right? I mean, yeah, we just never know. You never know. Strange as it can be. It'll probably be one show where it's going to be like, look at all the stupid stuff we found in the woods. It does happen. So, anyways, let's get to the far part of our path here, and we will get on with our day. Oh, here we go. Some more of our birch fungus. These are a little too old. But these are what we were talking about, the Fomitarius betulina. Fomitopsis betulina, isn't it? Yeah, Fomitopsis betulina. And there's a bunch of them. You can find them all the time. But we're looking for guild mushrooms now. It's guild mushroom season, and we'll try to take you on some pretty cool walks where we will end up finding some pretty cool things. Hopefully things that I don't even know what they are, because it happens a lot. It happens a lot where we have no idea what we're going to find, and are always amazed. So one of the fun things about mushroom hunting. Find all kinds of stuff. But there it is, you guys. Looks like we'll come back a little bit later, and we'll see if we can't find what it is that we're searching for. Because there just doesn't seem to be a lot in these woods. But the promise is there. There's mycelium under our feet all over the place here. It's just everywhere we go. Mycelium, and it's just ready for the opportunity to come on out and do its thing. So anyway, we'll come back and we'll do our best to find some more stuff and stay curious. So be well, my friends. Take care. Enjoy. And we'll see you again on YouTube here. And come join me at TikTok at Beyond Fungi as well. I'm also on Instagram. So enjoy the day. Find stuff and stay curious. Catch you next time.